Belief is not a matter of choice, but of conviction. As I was thinking about this quote and breaking down kind of the episode where Jedi Master Plo Koon and his troopers are basically trying to survive after the malevolence, and Grievous basically took out the ship, and they were on the brink of death, and they had to believe that they would survive, that someone, Anakin, would come and save them. And you had Booster and Sinker and Plo and I think a couple other guys. And when all hope seems lost, it's really easy to lose belief. And I like how this pits up the idea of it's not a matter of choice, it's how much do you believe? Because belief is a spectrum. If you believe that you can lose 30 pounds, it's not do you believe or do you not? It's how much do you believe? And so you can see someone with a ton of belief and it just oozes out of them. It's contagious. Belief and conviction is contagious. I talked about this in the previous one where great leaders inspire greatness in others. Those leaders have a lot of conviction. That's how they're able to lead others because it's not a matter of follow me or don't. It's how much do you believe in this cause? And that conviction is passed down. And when you are convicted, let's say again, you believe you can lose 30 pounds, but is it like, yeah, I think I can, but I also might not be able to, right? That's not very much conviction. That is low on the spectrum. Sure, you believe, but it's not the conviction that is going to lead to the action. And that's a whole thing about conviction is that it leads to you taking action. When you are convicted without a doubt in your mind and you believe that what it is that you are embarking upon or what it is that you are hoping for is possible, then you are going to take intense, insane action towards that because you believe it's possible. If you believe that on the other side of a wall was $1 million, you would dig so hard. But if someone said, hey, there might be a couple bucks in there, right? Your belief at that point isn't as high. Your conviction isn't as high that what's on the other side of that effort is worth it. And so, again, we tie this back to leadership. Conviction is persuasion. A great leader can either double down your conviction and instill more conviction in you, or it can erode your conviction, right? You ever talk to someone who's got the opposite viewpoint of you, and maybe they're very persuasive and they have a lot of conviction? If you're not convicted, you're going to get pulled over into their side of thinking things. You're going to slide on that spectrum. And I want to wrap this up. This is why it's so important to surround yourself with people who are convicted with the same hopes and beliefs and dreams and goals that you have. Because you could say, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to get healthy. I want to change my life. And you are working on sliding that conviction scale towards belief, towards more conviction. But if you're hanging around people who say, I don't think it's possible, it'll never work. Didn't work for me. It won't work for you. They've got some belief in the opposite side, right? And unless you are convicted, it's going to be really hard to not slide towards that person's direction. And so that's why it's really important to be careful who you hang around, because who you hang around, if they're convicted and they've got a lot of influence and a lot of persuasion and they're a good leader, but they're a bad influence, they're going to send you down the path that you don't want to go. And then your belief in the path that you truly want to go down is now going to fall into this kind of gray area, and no one ever changes their life when they're in the gray area. Thanks for watching. My name is CT3939, and this is the Trooper Transmission.